Happy Thanksgiving, a Just 5 Happy Thanksgiving style. Here on this day in which you pull up a chair and maybe you look to your left and you look to your right and you go, gotta be honest, not that thankful for Uncle Joe or Aunt Sue. God, they drive me crazy. I feel you. I get it. But deep down, you have great thankfulness for them. But this is not so much about whether you're thankful that somebody made candied yams, of which I'm not, or cranberry sauce, wholly overrated. Give me the stuffing, give me the potatoes, and give me a little brisket along with that turkey, because it's likely a little dry. Because let's be honest, who's really good at making a turkey? But this is about what's thankful as you look out and you think about your year in golf. What are you most thankful for? Probably the guys and the women that you play golf with. God, I hope so. Otherwise, why are you playing with them? But let's just examine some things that we should all be thankful for, because the reason why we watch the best players in the world is because they do it in ways that we can't even possibly identify with. And let's start with Scottie Scheffler. I'm thankful for so many things about the way that he does what he does, starting with the fact that, gosh, he's gritty and he's hyper-competitive. And yes, he can be mildly petulant at times, like he'll look at a putt that doesn't go in and go, that's confounding, that's impossible. And he'll kind of gesture toward Ted Scott. I like him more because he's that way, because he feels like he's owed that because of how hard he works. And his work is paid off in ways that are historic. He's won another Vardon Trophy. He's added 2 more major championships. He won 6 times this year, which is a haul that we haven't seen since that guy, which gets me to some more context as it relates to Scottie Scheffler. In 2000, Tiger won the U.S. Open by 15, and then he backed it up by winning the Open Championship and completing the career Grand Slam by a measly 8 shots at the age of 24. But he also did something week in and week out, which is why I appreciated him so much. No days off, no weeks off. If I'm going to be here, I'm going to prove to you that beating me is the only way you're going to win. In that year, he led in scoring average in the first round, second round, third round, and final round. It hadn't been done since, until this past week, when the stats for 2025 were done. Scottie Scheffler has just pulled off the same feat. That's why he's the shadow, and that's why he's the standard. And that's why I'm thankful that he does what he does. No days off. And even though Rory McIlroy can have some days, rounds, holes that you're going, I can't believe he just did that, like on the 13th hole of the Masters. But when it's all over and you're exhausted and you need a cold one or a couple fingers of single malt scotch, I'm out of that business. But I get it. I get it if you got to stumble to the bar because you're like, my gosh, what did he put me through? But in hindsight and looking back, I'm thankful for all of that, because we need somebody who takes us to places that we didn't think he would take us. He is a trapeze artist. And not only did he win at Pebble, he won the Players, he completed the career Grand Slam, he won the Irish Open, he was the lightning rod of that European Ryder Cup team. And then he went on and he won the 7th Harry Vardon Trophy, leaving behind Seve Ballesteros and putting him right behind Colin Montgomery. He is entertaining, he's provocative, he is polarizing. I'm thankful that he is the way that he is. The game of golf, he adds a value that others can't. And let me end by just saying this about being thankful. You know, around here, I don't say it much, but our motto is, it's the time, not the score. You know what that means, because for all of us who go out there and yeah, we want to try to lower our index, and certainly I do too, but I have never lost sight of I am who I am, and that it's the time with the people I'm with that is far more valuable than some frivolous score that has nothing to do with making a living. And then, to put a bow on this Just 5, for everybody out there that makes a little time, whether it's here on Golf Channel or on our YouTube channel or on PGA Tour Radio, and you indulge us to listen or watch and hear some of the biggest names and most interesting people who are around the game of golf, my gosh, we're thankful. Because as this year ends, we know we're going to continue to do this here on YouTube Golf Channel and PGA Tour Radio. We're thankful for all of you. That is Just 5 on Thanksgiving.